Good morning to everyone. So today we are going to learn a new chapter, that is forest and their conservation. So you know about forest? Forests are found mostly in mountainous areas. Yes or no? In mountain, if you go, then you will find the forest. And their conservation. What is the meaning of conservation now? Conservation means, as you know, people are cutting trees. Yes or no? Nowadays, people are cutting trees. So, we need to stop cutting of trees and we need to plant more trees. Yes or no? So, planting of more trees is known as afforestation. Yes or no? Planting of trees is afforestation and cutting of trees is known as deforestation. So, we should plant trees and we should stop cutting the trees. These are known as conservation, means we should be very affectionate to the plants, means we should protect the plants. Protection is known as conservation. Okay. A forest is an area where a large number of trees grow on their own. Forests are an important natural resource. They provide shelter to a variety of animals and birds. Shelter. What is the meaning of shelter here? Shelter means our home is our shelter. Yes or no? Our home protects us from sunlight. Then our home also protects us from rain. So what it do? It provides us shelter. The home, a house provides a shelter. As like that, the forest also is also a kind of home to many animals and birds. They help in purifying the air because the trees use carbon dioxide present in air to prepare their food and release oxygen. They add moisture to the air, thereby increasing the amount of rainfall in that area. So, where there is more rainfall, where there are many trees, there will be more rainfall. Okay. They add moisture to the air. Moisture means a kind of watery. When air is little watery, means when you find water vapor in the air, then it is known as moisture. You know water vapor? When there is water vapor in the air, then it is known as moisture. So, where there are more plants, there will be more rainfall. So, you know water is very much essential for us. Yes or no? Water, we need water. So, to get water, what we should do? We need to plant more trees. Okay. Forests help in preventing soil erosion. The roots of the trees hold the soil firmly and prevent it from getting washed away by rainwater. So, forests help in preventing soil erosion. What is soil erosion? You know, a portion of area is taken away, the mud is taken away by air or water. Yes or no? So, why there is flood nowadays? Because the land areas are going down. Why the land areas are going down? Because there are no trees to hold the soil. Okay, when there are trees, then it will hold the soil tightly and it will not let wash away from that area. Okay, that's why plants are very much important. The roots of the trees hold the soil firmly. The trees hold the soil, okay, and prevent it from getting washed away by rainwater. The fallen leaves of the trees decay naturally in the soil. Decay means it get mixed up with the soil. What got mixed up? The fallen leaves, okay, and make the soil more fertile. Fertile means, you know, sometimes we used to give cow dung, no? Cow dung to the plants. Why we used to give cow dung? So that the flowers may grow properly or the crops may grow properly. That's why we give cow dung, and that is a kind of fertility of soil. Means when the soil is fertile, then the crops will grow more. Okay, so the fallen leaves are used as they help in fertilizing the soil. Okay, we get many useful things from the trees in a forest, such as pulp for paper, that woods, fruits, medicine and raw materials for many other products that are produced in factories. So, forests provide us different things. We get medicines, tulsi, yes or no? We get paper, then we got table, we can get tables from the trees. You can make bed, chairs, yes or no? The school desks and benches are made up of wood. Now, natural resources. What are natural resources? the resources which are available in nature, okay, like trees, animals. Then we get petrol from nature, yes or no? Then coal, fuel, yes or no? All this we get from nature, so they are known as natural resources. So all the things like plants, animals which are useful for us are known as natural resources. Nature has given us forests and vast wealth of animals and plant life found in them. These are a country's natural resources, and natural resource is something useful that is obtained from the nature. So what we can obtain from the nature is known as natural resource. In India, dense forests can be found in Himalayas. Dense means vast, okay. Many plants, many forests are found in Himalayas. Also, you can do one thing, you can underline this particular word and then you can write above that dense means many, okay, many or vast. Himalayas, Andaman and Nicobar Island. You know Himalayas, Andaman and Nicobar Island, you have heard about these names. Western Ghat area, parts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal and Assam. So in these areas, a dense forest is found. In Assam also, no, you can see many agricultural field and many forest areas. In modern times, forests are cut down on a large scale so that cities and towns can be built. So now what people are doing? Trees are being cut down so that to make big buildings and houses. As a result, forested land has become less than what it was earlier. So forest areas are now becoming less than the earlier. People living in forest, okay. So what are the tribal people? Which are the tribal people that live in forest? Earlier people used to live in forest. Over a period of time, forests were cleared and villages and towns came up. People moved from the forest to villages and cities. So people cut the forest and they made villages and towns, okay. Then some people moved to those areas from the forest to villages and cities. Even today many people live in or near forest and use forest products for their survival. But now, as you know, that some of the Adivasi people used to live in forest areas, yes or no? Not this Adivasi we are having now, uh, that are reading with you. There are some people, no, you can see in Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, they used to wear deeps, okay. There are still some people. So what they do, they live in forest and use forest product for their survival. Such people are called tribal people or Adivasis. Jarwa, Kol, Bhil, Munda, Gonda, Santhals, Khasis are some of the Adivasi groups living in different forests of India. Okay, these are name of the tribal people, tribes. These are the name of some tribal people who live in forest areas still now. In India, tribal people live in many regions like Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Odisha, okay, West Bengal, Khasi and Jayantia hills, and have different languages and cultures. Cultures means, you know, they used to worship different kind of god. They used to celebrate different kind of festivals are known as cultures. Their life is closely associated with forests as they depend on forest products for food, fuel and shelter. So they used to depend on the things which are provided by, which they can obtain from the forest areas, okay. Women gather various forest products such as tendu leaves, fruits, berries, bamboo, sal, seeds, gum, mahua and medicinal plants. So these are the things which the women used to gather. From the raw materials collected from the jungles, these women make basket, mats, brooms, etc. Okay. They also make ropes from vines and barks of trees and bows and arrows with from timber. So they used to make vines. They used to make bows and arrows. You know bows that Ram used to take, no? Lord Ram used to take. Lord Lakshman used to take one bow, yes or no? That all the things the village people, tribal women used to make. Tribal women make beautiful jewelries using grass fibers, seeds and shells. Sometimes tribal men and women walk long distance to sell various forest products they collect. So some of the products we use now also comes from the forest people. Okay, they used to sell them and after that we get them. Some tribal people also grow crops. Tribal people depend on the forest for their livelihood. Many of them practice shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation means shift, means moving from one place to another. Shifting cultivation means they used to live in one place and again after some days when that area will become will be lack of water and food, then they will move to other place, they will shift to other place in search of food and water. Okay, this means they cultivate a particular piece of land in the forest for 2 or 3 years, then the land become less fertile. Less fertile means, as I told you, cow dung and all. So now the areas of Assam are fertile, means they are suitable for growing crops. Okay, and the tribe moves to a new land. This practice of cultivation is known as jhum cultivation. Yes, shifting cultivation is also known as jhum cultivation. Okay, so when people move from one place to another but in search of food or in search of land, then this kind of cultivation is known as shifting cultivation. Okay, so this is all for today. In next class I will start from deforestation and its effects. Okay, sacred groves and protecting forests, all this I will complete in my next class. So for today, read the chapter at home. Okay.